fans. Welcome to the Cricket Wireless SWAC Women's Basketball Virtual Media Day for the 2020-21 season. I'm your host, James Freda, and remember, last season we did not crown a SWAC tournament title champion. Why? Coronavirus canceled the tournament just a day before it was scheduled to have their semifinals and then eventual finals. Now, all teams are raring to go to start their quest for the SWAC crown. We start in Montgomery, Alabama with Freda Freeman-Jackson, the queen mother of all SWAC women's basketball in her 23rd season on campus.
Coach, first of all, how different has this offseason been as far as trying to keep your team focused and knowing, what to do from day to day with everything that's been going on?
It's been extremely challenging, but at the same time rewarding. Get an opportunity to hear my girls far as being really concerned about what's going on, showing a lot of love to one another. Also with me, it's a different aspect when you're dealing with something this different far as the COVID-19. And the girls, they have really bought into the honor system, really understanding that it's not just about them, the importance of wearing their masks, the importance of social distancing and what have you. So my girls have really bought into what we're trying to do to keep them safe.
Very good. What's been the biggest adjustment for you dealing with the new normal? Has it been all the Zoom calls, social distancing, the COVID protocols? What's been the biggest hurdle for you to overcome as a coach?
All of the above. We had a lot of Zoom calls with our young ladies trying to keep them focused. And also it was a challenge for us, them getting the rehab that they needed throughout the spring and the summer. And just keeping them motivated, and they asking every time we give them a Zoom call whether or not they're going to actually have a season. And it's tough when you see all this going on, and possibly some of their family members or friends, they're hearing about different people dying of the COVID-19. So it was a challenge for us. And then in addition to that, far as academically, I thought my girls, they really focused on their academics and got it done despite everything that was going on. So I was extremely proud of them for really understanding that they got to keep their eyes on the prize. So we didn't have any casualty as far as academically. So I'm really happy about that.
As far as practice with the new COVID protocols, what will be the biggest adjustment you'll have to make as far as practice every day?
One of the adjustments that the girls really love, I can't do all that screaming and getting on to them. They just like, they so relaxed and mellow. And the only thing that I'm going to hate, and I know they hate or whatever, getting an opportunity when they are doing well to be able to hug them and embrace them like you want to. So I think that's one of the biggest things, not being able to show your affection and your love, for your players.
When you look at the rest of the league, what teams do you think are poised to compete along with your team for that conference championship?
Well, the SWAC is pretty balanced. You have several teams that's going to be right there to win a championship. You're talking about Jackson State, Texas Southern, Alabama A&M, Southern, Prairie View, and I can go on and on and on because the SWAC is loaded. Everybody went out, recruited, got girls transferred in or what have you. So it's just up for grab. The team that do the little things is going to be the team that prevail.
Outside of rebounding, what will be the keys to your team winning this season and hoisting up that trophy in March?
Limiting our turnovers, knowing how to get that ball in there to the post. We need to get more transition points as well. Okay, we had a tendency to just play in half court, but we got to get some easy basket, and we got to come up with the 50-50 balls.
One last question. You're always very stylish on the sideline. If the COVID protocols dictate that you have to wear a mask during the game, are you going to bling it out a little bit?
No, I'm not too keen on that. I'm going to wear Alabama State University mask, and we're going to go from there.
Okay. Thank you so very much, and good luck to you this season.
All right, thank you.
Now we're joined by senior guard Courtney Lee, the Birmingham native, poised to lead her team to a better season and hopefully a SWAC title. Thanks for joining us, Courtney. How have you been adjusting to life under the new quarantine and COVID-19 protocols?
It's been very different. Having to practice with mask on, work out with mask on, is very different. You can't be around your teammates like you want to. Can't like be in the locker room with each other, like have fun in the locker room with each other without having to have our mask on. We gotta be out at a certain time. It's just very different.
Has this whole situation the last 7 months with COVID and everything else that's been going on, do you think it's brought the young ladies on Alabama State's team closer together?
Yes, because we have to do a lot of things different. So we actually try to bond like during our group meet. And it's like we'll get on Zoom or FaceTime with each other without our coaches and just talk to each other and just have a good time.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you and your teammates at practice dealing with the COVID-19 protocols? Is it just the locker room, or is it something at practice that's so different?
In practice, we can't, it's a lot of things we can't do at practice. Like after we can't shake, well, we can shake each other's hands, but it's like you have to do it on the sly. You can't you can't hug each other. Like when somebody do something good on the court, like make an and one, you can't be all up in each other's face. You can't express yourself like you want to. It's very different.
When you look at last season, you guys had a couple of you had 4 2-game win streaks, but every time you won a couple, seemed as though things fell apart. What happened to make those things fall apart, and how do you fix them so they won't happen this season?
Well, this year we're a lot older, so that came from not being experienced of winning. So this year, everybody, well, not everybody, but most of us should know what it feels like to win and keep winning on a roll instead of having to lose a game to wake us up and then going back on another winning streak.
Coach says that one of the biggest stats to indicate that this team is on the right track is rebounding. Mm-hmm. You're 5'6". I know you get in there and try to get some rebounds, but how refreshing is it to have some young freshmen that are 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", so you don't have to go up there and duck those elbows?
It feels real good to have people in the inside that can rebound and dish it out to us so we can get the ball down the court and get us some easy points. It's real good.
When you're at home during the 6-7 months, I know a lot of people were stuck inside. What did you have to do in order to stay in shape and to stay locked in order to be prepared for your senior season?
I had to go with my mom. My mom actually went running with me in the morning times. I went running in the morning. I'll go work out in the gym, like Planet Fitness or whatever. And sometimes I go to the gym when it was open because, you know, the COVID, a lot of gyms wasn't open. Like outside the courts, they'll take the rims down. So I really didn't have anywhere to go, really. Maybe on the weekends, the gym will open up and I'll go to the gym. But most of the time I was running and like exercising to keep myself in shape.
So who was pushing who? Were you pushing Mama or was Mama pushing you?
It was a little bit of both.
I understand that. How has life been on campus since you've been back? How different is it?
Very different. Very, very different. Especially like at a HBCU, like the CAF. Usually we'll have a mixer or something in the CAF. We haven't had one this year. It's like campus, just you see no one outside. Everybody just is very different.
I hear you. This year, what do you think it's going to take for your team to win this year's SWAC championship?
It's going to take a lot of hard work, effort, and we got to have a great mindset coming into the season. And we just have to work hard, honestly. We got all the pieces. We got everything we need. We just got to work hard and have the right mindset, and we should be great.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And good luck to you this season.
Thank you.